journaling time.
Yeah, that's right.
Hello.
People, it's journaling time.
Hi, everyone.
Alex, you look very pretty.
Thanks, husband. Appreciate it.
Yeah, she hustled home. She was doing all sorts of girl Alex errands today, and I was worried she wasn't going to make it back in time. And here you are, sparkling, stunning.
I told you I'd be here.
You know, you never disappoint.
Thanks, honey.
Got Geeky Witch in the house.
Hello.
Hello. We'll see how many we get this evening. You know, it's interesting as the holidays kind of come upon us, and the year winds down. It's interesting. I noticed, you know, everybody kind of chills out and like does their own thing, which is totally cool by me. I love this time of year to kind of like take a breath and figure out what's up. Got Beverly's in the house.
Hi, Beverly. Happy holidays to you, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did manage to get the email out today, so
Right.
hopefully everyone got it. Hopefully we're not getting put into spam and stuff like that. All right.
Hey there.
Is that Gabby? I
Yeah,
think it's
Gabby. Yeah.
Awesome. It's so weird now that they have like the screen names on the YouTube one. I can't recognize everybody. Good evening to fly to Ubu. To Ubu. Oh, to Ubu. I think it's Ubu. I'm pretty sure. Deidre's here. What's up?
Hi
What's
there.
up? Season's greetings. Yeah. You know, we kind of blew it early on the holiday one. Maybe we should have done them in reverse. Although, you know, New Year's comes after the holiday, and we're definitely not doing it next week, which is Christmas Eve, and then the week after that, which is New Year's Eve. Pretty nuts. I can't believe this year's almost over. I'm kind of glad. I always love, you know, it's like how we have. I think for the same reason I love journaling. You get a blank page, a new opportunity to kind of write your own story. That's like. I think that's why I like the new year and the turnover of that whole thing. I know it's just symbolic or whatever, but symbolism's powerful.
Absolutely.
Jen in the house from Oregon. The screen name thing is such a pain. Well, you know, I think we got to get used to it because it's like, you know, as the party grows too, I want to leave a little bit of mystery in there, not have everybody necessarily need to, you know, declare their whole name. Although things get weird when people are like full anonymous. See how that that shapes up. Sherry, watching you both on the big screen.
We made it.
I love hearing that.
I know, right?
I love it. Yeah, two failed actors here, finally making it onto your big screen. Appreciate it. Are you not doing the live on Facebook? No, it's on Facebook. It is. Facebook's just real weird about how they announce it. Like they don't give us any promotion. They used to like surface it to everybody, and it's weird because we actually, you know, invested a lot in growing the group. Like the group still grows and is somewhat engaged, and yeah, it's weird. I think they just decided that like, nah, you're gonna have to spend money on ads if you want people to know about your lives on Facebook. So we went to the YouTube route because they pay us not that much. It's all right though. You were here 20 minutes ago, Gabby, early to the party.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What's up, Tina? I love it. All right, we're getting a nice little active group showing up here. Very, very nice. How many people get their New Year's planners for next year? Oh, got their New Year's planners for next year. Oh, man. I mean, I've got probably 100 notebooks I still need to crack open, but that'll be fun. I'll have to spend some time and like decide what I want to do. Although I still have about like a third of the way through the current notebook, so we'll see how active I am in the last couple of weeks of the year. But not me for a planner. Need one? Huh? Well, you know, that's one of my favorite parts about journaling too. It's like just picking out all the stuff. Geeky Witch planner setup is underway. I may stream mine as I finish up next week. Awesome. If you haven't checked it out, Geeky Witch, feel free to plug your Substack. I've been reading her. She's been writing new emails every day, and they're a joy to read. And if you want to get closer to a fellow party person, definitely feel free to check that out. It's nice to see her writing. I know that was one of her goals that we were working on in the accountability club thing. What's up, Patty? All right. My name is Jackie Earl. I was very active with the Facebook Live now, using my journal party journal.
Yeah, awesome.
Awesome. Well, cool to see you on the YouTube side of things. And yeah, to fly to Yubu. Love it. Deidre, I ordered mine in September during the savings event. Nice. Oh, Shelly, your mom's here. That's girl Alex's mom.
Hello,
Thank you for
Mom.
making such an awesome life for me. I know it wasn't for me, but you know.
Yes.
That'd have been weird. Impossible even. Well,
Yeah.
not technically, but yeah, let's not even go. Awesome. So yeah, how did everyone's year go? I guess if you're not really sure how to answer that question, soon you will be, because tonight we are diving into our year in review program. So this is actually one of the earlier programs that we had in Journal Party. And I've been having some fun kind of cracking open the old programs. It's a little easier on us as I develop the new app and stuff, but this one's a good one. It's pretty simple, as you can probably imagine. It is designed to help you review what happened this year, and once you have those insights from that, then we'll round it off and figure out any adjustments you want to make going into the new year. So it's pretty simple. We got 5 prompts for you this evening. We're going to do 4 minutes per each prompt. And I may have to set like a timer on the side, especially after last week. Some of you probably remember we had our timer just like doing its own thing, which, tech, it happens. But appreciate everyone being cool about it. And hopefully, we'll watch the timer this evening, and hopefully it abides. Hopefully it gives us the true countdown. I think we ended up spending like 8 minutes on one of those prompts. So I was just kind of sitting here jamming out, but it was nice. We got to chat a little bit more with everybody, and it was nice. All right, Chilla. Time for a new journal. Yeah, I'm excited for 2026 too. I think had some really great things happen in 2025. Had some not so great things happen in 2025, but I think these little milestones are great, because life's going to happen, but you get to decide how you show up in that. And I think this will be very, very helpful for us this evening. So it's about 8 after. I think it's about time to get this party started. Lady Alex, do you want to do the odds or the evens this evening?
I will do the odds today.
Odds. Odd one out. All right. That means you're going to read an extra prompt. So I hope you're ready.
Okay, let's do it. I can handle it.
All right. Well, give us a let's party or a pen emoji or something fun in the chat so we know you're here, you're alive, and everyone's ready. You got your snacks and your drinks all ready. I've been stealing Alex's fancy water bottles that she buy.
Yeah, I'm running out. No wonder they just get run out within a days.
Yeah, the recycling folks must love us because we have a ton of those little glass bottles. But all right, I think it's time to get rocking. You ready, Lady Alex?
Yes, let's do it.
All right, here we go. Year in review.
Goals. What were some of your goals for the year?
And how did they go? I deleted one of the prompts. Timer's definitely being weird again, by the way, but I got us. I set us a little timer, so we'll let you know. All right, next prompt. Accomplishments, which we hope loads. Gosh, we're going to have to email our little app provider. Well, I'll just say it. What were some of your accomplishments for this year? List them out. What are you proud of? All right, Alex, you ready for the next one?
Yes.
Let's see if it shows up. There we go.
Challenges. Talk about challenges. Okay.
Right.
What were some of the biggest challenges you faced this year?
All right, get ready for your next one. Relationships. How did your personal relationships change this year? All right. Here's your prompt, Alex.
Adjustments. What adjustments would you like to make for the coming year?
All right, party people. We did it.
We
You
did
did it. You made it. Hold on.
it.
I got something for this. Yay! All of you. You guys are awesome. We love you.
We really do.
How'd you do, Alex?
Great. I love these prompts. I especially love the last one because it wasn't necessarily like, what are your New Year's goals? But it was, what are thinking about like slight adjustments that can be made. I think that's, in my opinion, a lot less daunting. I think sometimes when we have our New Year's resolutions, there's just so much pressure to kind of, go above and beyond. And sometimes it just helps to be like, I just want to do a little more of this, or, it makes it
Yeah,
a lot
for
more
sure.
approachable for me. So, I think by far the biggest goal for the year was pulling off our wedding, and that was incredible. I can't believe it's already been like 6-7 months at this point. And I'm so thankful to, my mom and all the support from my bridesmaids and for you for, just kind of making that dream come true. And, especially being, I've said it before, but surrounded by our loved ones is so incredible, and such a joy and such a blessing to have all your favorite people in one room at the same time. It's a once in a lifetime thing. So definitely very aware and grateful for that this year. And my other goal for the year was to kind of dip my toe into journal party, and my big adjustment for 2026 is to take a deep dive into journal party.
Well, you've been such a welcome addition. Honestly, I have so much more. I was already having fun, but I have so much more fun when I have you on here to, kind of just do our thing. And it's, I love, well, obviously I love you, but I love being able to like spend time with you in this way and kind of show up in this way. Like, I don't know. It's a really cool, it's a little cool little thing that we've got going on. So I'm really into it.
Yeah. And, I'm so proud of all the work that you've done as well, and you continue to do, and you stay up late every night working on it. And you deserve to be congratulated for that.
Thank you.
Yeah. And in terms of our challenge, biggest challenge, of course, our dog and his health. But, we've already kind of made it through that. They gave us a timeline, and we've already, gotten past that timeline and added a lot more time than we thought we had. So that's a beautiful thing. I also loved your question about personal relationships. And, I think something about being in the spirit of getting married, and again, just being surrounded by all these people, I just have such a great appreciation for everyone. I think all my personal relationships have been strengthened this year. I just feel so secure when it comes to my relationships now. And it just, I think a moment like your wedding just really solidifies everyone's place in your life. And it's a beautiful thing. And we just had an incredible trip with your mom, and I felt like we got so much closer on that trip. And it's just a lot of gratitude this year. And what about you?
I mean, a lot of similarities. I thought it was interesting because I was taking stock of like my goals and like how well I did, as well as like what challenges showed up. And it's funny because I kind of thought like that getting married was going to be the hardest thing. And getting married and being married has been the easiest thing for me this year. And so I'm super grateful for that. And like, I know there's probably people in here who have been married for a while and they're like, wait till it happens, like, and I'm sure we got challenges ahead of us or whatever, but I'm also super confident that we can handle all those challenges because I mean, I think together we've sort of discovered how important it is, our loved ones, our family, quality time together. And so, I definitely I always make really ambitious goals in the beginning of the year. And I also don't beat myself up too much about when I fall short of them. I sort of subscribe to that whole idea of like, shoot for the moon, you land amongst the stars kind of thing. And, I had some big, meaty, lofty goals this year for sure. And, nothing that I planned on looks exactly like how, whatever I had originally declared, but a lot of it's better and a lot of it's just different. And I think like, adaptability is so important. And so, I'm going to try to pay attention a little bit more to, just being able to kind of roll with the punches and allow things to be what they are. I wrote that down was just like, yeah, as far as an adjustment goes, I need to try to be less controlling and just, not that I like try to control you or any.
No,
Yeah,
no,
I don't.
no. You're
I
very controlling with your
don't.
personal business.
Yeah, I mean, and I think, fortunately, I've been able to get a glimpse of what it's like to let go of that. And I mean, I've said this on here before. Like, I could use a little bit more slowing down, a little bit more of that quality time. But fortunately, like having it kind of like the challenges of our lives, kind of shoving that in our face a little bit. It's like, well, it's crystal clear to me like where my priorities are and like what I can, relax a little bit on. Not to say that like you slack off necessarily or don't try to do things that you want to do, but getting so attached to like outcomes that like when you zoom out like really don't matter in the grand scheme of things. It's like I think that perspective is really powerful. So yeah, I think mine probably mirrored yours in a lot of different ways. It definitely did accomplish some cool things. We got married, that was great. We traveled, we had an awesome honeymoon in Bora Bora. I learned how to code, which like was not on the agenda, and that's been super fun. And I feel like all these really great unlocks are coming, in the future for all the stuff that I'm working on with Journal Party. And probably outside of Bowie, my biggest challenge of the year was fantasy football. It was a very difficult season for me. Not just kidding. Everyone crying. Yeah, I also, the personal relationships one hit kind of deep for me too, because that's another adjustment that I think I need to make. And I think I realized this last year too, and it's hard. So, I mean, in our stage of life, a lot of our peers are kind of going off, starting their own families, doing their own things. And, it's like a lot of my friends are really close because of like just the way our lives were. We were all in close proximity or doing the same things, and we're all kind of doing different stuff now. So I did have some friendships drift a little bit, but I did think it was cool how, I did get some new friends or some deeper relationships with folks who I was less acquainted with, which was really nice. And in particular, we just had that great trip with my mom and my mom's boyfriend. And, not that I was like angsty about it or anything. You're not my dad. You're not my real dad. But like, I was really grateful that like, I feel like I finally like kind of broke through and connected a little bit with my mom's boyfriend. And so like now I'm like really looking forward to the next time we all get together. And I realized like how much I really missed like having like a more cohesive like family unit on my side. And fortunately, your family's so close and physically as well. And so that, those relationships have all gotten a lot better. And yeah, I mean, my biggest challenges were certainly surrounding, loved ones. But also like the biggest blessings, like the biggest, the most celebratory, kind of things like we're having to do with, other relationships too. So anyway, been yammering on quite a bit. I see we got some people in the chat here. We had a nice little session tonight. People showing up. Yeah. Geeky Witch says, for adjustments, I want to take the things I've been doing this year and let them grow. Yeah, I like the way that you phrase that. Let them grow, right? Yeah. I mean, one of my things, I am often the biggest thing in my own way, for sure. I think a lot of us are, right? And I don't know if that's what you were getting at with that, but I see what you're doing, and I think it's cool. I would love to see that happen for you. So let us know how we can support for sure. And everyone, again, I'll plug her. Go check out Geeky Witch, and if you're into the cross stitch and stuff like that, really cool stuff that she's involved in. Kate says, any tips for hand strain when journaling? I don't write as much as I would like to because of arthritis. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, I mean, I don't have arthritis, but I do have really bad carpal tunnel, and I need to figure that out myself. I know that Alex was suggesting I get a wrist guard. Can you write with the wrist guards?
I don't know so much if you can write with them, but I also have carpal tunnel, and when I was a photographer, my hands would go numb and I would lose all sensation in them. So the wrist guards, you can find them pretty much anywhere, but those wrist guards, like after you're done writing and stuff, it can really help just like kind of hold it in there so you're not unnecessarily moving. Yes, moving your the muscles around afterwards. And I know that there are a lot of on YouTube, a lot of hand exercises, and there's
Ah,
therapy putty because I've been in physical therapy for some hand strain as well. So there's like, I would definitely YouTube it, and there's a lot of great physical therapists out there that will just show you how to use either the therapy putty or, just there's little hand exercise things.
yeah. Well, and once you start looking at it too, I'll bet you it starts showing up in all your feeds. I noticed that because I started looking up how to relieve some back pain that I had, and suddenly everything in my Instagram is like, here's a stretch to do that, and it's like, oh, okay. So yeah, I need to get that going on in my algorithm because I have that issue too. Maybe a little bit different. It's not arthritis, but yeah, my carpal tunnels really goes nuts. And you know what? I think may be helpful. Obviously, well, for the carpal tunnel stuff, the posture, I need to work on that. Talk about an adjustment that I need this year. But, I think, what was I going to say? Totally lost my train of thought just now. Yeah, get it in your feeds. I don't remember.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
no. It was fleeting. It was there. And I lost it again. No.
but yeah, if you start looking that stuff up, you're going to get all sorts of content that you'll love.
Oh, I know what I was going to say. One of the things that has been popping up for me, because I have been trying to improve my handwriting a little bit, and there's all sorts of techniques out there, and it's challenging because, obviously your handwriting is like really well worn in habit, and old habits die hard, right? But there are certain writing techniques that may be more conducive to that, and I don't know, what the like how the arthritis is affecting you necessarily, but I saw there's one technique that all the handwriting people really love where you kind of like use your whole arm for it. And so maybe if it's a wrist thing or like gripping the pencil thing, I don't know. It's hard to say without your affliction, but I would start poking around because we were saying once Google and Facebook know what problems you're trying to solve, you will be inundated with solutions in your feed.
And one last thing, Kate, I write really big, and I can notice that if I try to write smaller, like my hand starts to cramp and then I start getting pain. So maybe even just like bigger text. I don't know. We're not doctors here, but there's
definitely not doctors.
Online. But lots of
if there's a doctor in the house, please chime in. I'm sure
Yeah.
people probably already answered this. Let's see. Anyway, got Darlene here. I am 63 and I feel like I am in an in-between place and I have to make some decisions or I will be stuck. So this year I want to figure out what I have to do. Well, I mean, it's good to recognize that. Yeah. And I think, a lot of life just kind of comes down to making decisions, and it can be hard to do that. It sounds like you might have some things you're kind of like waffling in between, but journal about it, right? See what comes up for you.
Yeah, things will pop up.
We actually have a decision maker program. Hopefully our I got to get this new app going, but I think our search will, in the current app, if you search for decision, you should see something pop up. But we definitely have at least one program that could help you out with that.
And Darlene, good for you for recognizing that, you're a little stuck at this point, because some people just stay stuck. So good for you, and best of luck on that journey in 2026.
And awesome to see you popping around again. I know we were at AWOL as well. I love it when we're all coming together, and it's so nice to see friendly faces. Deidre says, seeing myself pour more into my team continues to remind me that I still need to pour into myself. Yeah, that's a good insight for sure. I fall into that trap a lot too. I was complaining to Alex this morning about how I was all kind of burning myself out trying to, solve other people's problems, which it's a nice thing to do. But when you start to realize that you need a little bit of self-care, the reality is, you'd be better equipped to serve your team if you were in a better spot. So give yourself permission to do that. It sounds like you have, and I love that.
Yes.
to fly to you, boo, to Ubu, to you, boo. Darlene says, "Hi, teacher. Nice to be in this space with you. It's been a minute.
Oh, it's so nice to
Yes,
see all these names again. Oh, well, thank
you
you,
both are so
Darlene.
good together, and we appreciate you both. Yeah, we appreciate all you. Like,
Thank
gosh,
you
it's
so
so nice
much.
to like feel like genuine connection online too. I mean, obviously there's a ton of garbage out there that's vying for our attention and our engagement and our clicks. And just applaud all of you guys for showing up, like taking an hour to like
That's incredible.
yeah, it's not lost on us that your time's valuable, and that you're showing up, and makes us want to do that. So you guys make us
Very
better. We
special.
appreciate it. Geeky Witch. Every marriage has challenges, but that makes the good times that much sweeter. Absolutely embrace them. Yeah, for sure. I'm proud of us. I think we definitely have had our own little challenges, but it, we are usually very quick to make up. It's like, are you still mad? No, you still mad? that whole thing, and that usually happens pretty quick, and we don't have to spend too much time.
And my personal favorite is that I like to address things in the moment, so things don't have time to bubble up. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I've found that, compared to past relationships, being able to just be like, you know what, let's talk about this right here and now and get past it, I think is so beneficial. Instead of
Well,
course,
you're talking about doing it in a constructive way, though. There is the caveat would be like, well, just having knee jerk reactions and emotion, acting out of like your tougher emotions can be tough, but you don't do that. You're
yeah,
very good
hopefully.
about.
I know I've done so much therapy to get to this point. So I'm like, I think I have much more control, and so yeah. Thankfully, I don't. It's not outbursts.
We got Sarah here. Hello, Sarah. What's up?
Hysterical.
I have been married 6 years, and I watch lots of crime documentaries, and I haven't had to combine those two things yet. Oh my gosh, Alex jokes about this all the time. She's like, don't even think about murdering me, because I would know exactly what you were doing.
Every time I finish a show, I walk into the room and I'm like, don't even think, because if you even start to think about it, I'll know. Like, I will know before you know. And also with all my knowledge of true crime, I'm like, I know the whole playbook, and I know the things like people will try, and I will always be watching.
I just had like a really silly idea, because like one of the things I want to do is like some more fun journaling, like out that doesn't need to be like like solving problems or even about what your day was. I feel like you should do like a little like true crime one where like just journaling about what you think's going on, like because I know you love doing all like piecing together all the evidence and talking about it and stuff like that. Let us know if you guys are in any of you are in the true crime bubble and world. That's totally Alex's wheelhouse, and I feel like you should lead your own like separate session with it.
Good for you, because nobody needs that in their life, but for some of us, it is oddly soothing. So.
I can get into it now and then, but when you're like, why am I so stressed out? It's like, well, maybe because you listened to murder for the last 4 hours you were awake.
But I just love to know why people do the things they do, and to try and piece it all together. It really
is fascinating.
Like a big puzzle, trying to like figure out, how does this even happen? So yeah, but yeah, I'll always know before you know anything. So never try it.
Wow. So I'm looking in the chat here. We got some congratulations, but also some congratulations in order for some of you. 18 years.
That's incredible.
40 years, and we still get along even with issues. You guys will make it. Just do what works for your relationship. Awesome. Yeah. Well, I mean, technically we've been together for like 8, so pretty long time, but
that is, yeah, you all deserve a big round of applause, because that is incredible. Yeah, being single is good too. It doesn't, I'm also all about celebrating other accomplishments and stuff. Getting married was a wonderful thing, but it's not for everyone. And you don't need a partner. You don't. It's a very, it's a lovely thing to have, and but again, I just this year remember to applaud our loved ones and our friends who are accomplishing things that don't have to do with getting married or buying a new
Right, like
house.
checking all the boxes off.
Yeah, none of that is necessary. And if you find it and it works for you, great. If not, great.
Well, and folks, if there's any dudes on the party line tonight, Gabby is single, ready to mingle. Probably. I shouldn't speak for you. Sorry. Darlene says Frostade is a great product for carpal tunnel. Write that down.
Yeah,
Frostade. They did not sponsor this podcast, but hey, Frostade folks, reach out. We got some people who probably have hand issues. Gabby says I have carpal tunnel. See, yeah, a lot of us. I guess we should probably talk about that more. Figure out like how to avoid that. So I got it. We got other people.
It's hard,
who got it.
yeah.
I have carpal tunnel back in May. You had the surgery. Now your hands feel great. Dude, I'm so scared of all that.
Oh, I know. My mom and sister did it. It's, and Gabby has got great relief from it. Ask my mom and sister about it. Yeah, it can be.
Well, we'll see. I got the MRI coming up. Alex has been on my butt about getting to the doctor for things I need to go to the doctor for. And so they said, well, let's start with the MRI. So we're going to do that and we'll see. Shella says journal on my iPad helps with that. So I do both physical and digital to get hand dressed. Yeah, I sometimes journal on the iPad, although I do it with the pen. So I'm probably not getting any of that benefit there. But yeah, good share. Gabby says, yes, hand therapy and exercises. Kate says, thank you both. Yeah. I write very small. Okay. Hey, look at you. Yeah, all right, you coming up with some bangers this evening. Pretty good.
Oh yes, the carpal tunnel. Oh my God, those years of when I was the photographer, I got to go to Fashion Week. It was really incredible. And by the last show, I had to take my other hand and physically press down just to like take a picture. It was it was so painful. So yeah, when you use your hands a lot and whatever it is that you do, also occupational therapy if you use your hands a lot for work. It can also be very helpful.
Yeah, well, hey, and if anybody out there knows anybody who is qualified to like really give good advice on that, if you wouldn't mind, like let them know we got a community of people who write all the time and would love to have somebody as like a guest on here or something like that. I mean, I'm sure we could all benefit from a little, some proper form and all those tips to make sure that, we want to keep this a healthy habit for sure. I'm suddenly worried that like, oh no, like we're going to create an army of people with carpal tunnel and arthritis, but we'll figure it out. Mary says, I have enjoyed being present this year and hope to continue to be more present in 2026 and make a bigger impact. Yeah. That's incredible. Well, I know you can. And Mary, honestly, I know it probably sounds silly, but you personally have had a huge impact on Journal Party. It's not lost on me that like, even when we were just doing our little like experimental like Zoom groups and stuff like that, the way that you show up and participate and just a super awesome, genuine human being, and like seeing that show up in this community, it's one of the things that like keeps me going. It's one of the reasons I am happy. I like to stay up not all night, but like late at night working on this stuff. Like it's a labor of love, and it's because of the people, and you are largely one of the reasons for that, one of the people that's responsible for all that. So appreciate you, and we're cheering you on. Let us know what we can do to support for sure. Love this community. Yeah,
we love you guys. It's so incredible.
True crime journaling. All right, you got at least one who's down.
Let's think about this one.
Yeah, let's chew on that for a minute. Could be fun. Dogs better than marriage, but marriage with dogs is pretty great. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Dogs are also life, so.
Yeah. Patricia says, be your own best friend. Be gentle with yourself. Yeah, that is totally a skill. Like being nice to yourself. The mind, if you identify with it too much, can be a jerk to you. And I think, I discovered that a while ago. It doesn't mean that I don't still struggle with it. And I think the journaling helps because it's a nice way to have kind of like a conversation with yourself. And I think that's been helpful. But yeah, I totally agree. Be gentle. Like there's enough people who are willing to be mean to you out there. Like, don't be one of them, right?
Yeah.
Darlene says, want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. We're right back at you. I think it's going to be a really nice holiday. I feel it in my bones this year.
Mm-hmm.
Really tender, sweet, all that good stuff. Deidre says, I had trigger finger in September and got a jarring cortisone shot. Ooh. I've been switching back and forth between chunky pens and thinner pens. That's an interesting, the grips or like the size of the pen. I'm going to, now I'm so curious, I'm going to have to do a deep dive on all this stuff. To fly to you, Boost. Thank you. Everyone have a safe and peaceful holiday, whatever that looks like for you. Yeah, appreciate the inclusiveness there.
You guys, yes.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
And Happy Hanukkah. Today is day
2 or 3, right?
I think so. I was going to say 4, but yeah, maybe 3 or 4.
I saw the funniest meme the other day, and it was like, stop asking your Jewish friends when Hanukkah is. Hanukkah is something you find out. You find out when it is every year. And I grew up in a Jewish family, right? And it's totally true. I don't think I ever really knew when it was coming. It was always like, when's Hanukkah? I don't know when's Hanukkah. You find out. Let me know if you relate. Mary says, Alex, you were a photographer. I would love to pick your brain about a cozy mystery book I'm writing.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, no,
for sure. Yeah,
she's super talented.
It's been a while, but you know what? I think that's something in the new year I would also like to get back into because that brought me a lot of joy. But absolutely, Mary. I'm like, what is my Alex@journalparty.com?
Yeah, you should check it sometimes.
I never do. So I'm like, if you tell me you're going to email me, so it's my name, Alex, ALIX@journalparty.com, and I will make a note to check my email.
Amazing. Yeah, you can CC me and I'll nag her about it.
Yes, please. Just we need him nagging.
The prompts were good tonight. Thank you. Glad you enjoyed.
Yeah.
And thank you, Alex. Heart happy. My heart's happy too. Yes, happy holidays to everyone, whichever ones you celebrate. Day 4. Okay, wow.
I knew we were a little farther along. Awesome.
Wow,
okay.
Time's just flying. I still can't believe it's. I know it's such a cliche. I can't believe it's already December. It's crazy. What are we talking about? It was just February.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. Happy Hanukkah. Yeah. All right, folks. Well, we've reached the end of the comments. It's the hour. Here we go. So appreciate y'all choosing to spend time with us this evening. I know there was a very important speech happening this evening, which you probably already heard about 1,000 times. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If not, don't worry about it. We love you so much. Thank you. I hope you all had a wonderful year. I hope you got some really great insights out of this. It sounds like you all did. And I hope you all develop really big plans and that you're going to share them with us coming soon. Maybe probably the first one of the new year can be like a proper New Year's resolutions one, and we can dig into all of those. And I really look forward to it because this is, we've said this a few times. I'm very much realizing that the people in my life are my favorite part of it, and that includes all of you. I really look forward to seeing you all every week, and to any newbies in the house, welcome. This is such a warm and inviting space to be, and I hope you got that out of this evening, and hope you'll come and journal with us again sometime. And we're going to be on holiday hiatus for the next 2 weeks, so enjoy your holiday. Lean in, eat a bunch of cookies and all sorts of holiday garbage, or be healthy. Do that thing too. Whatever you do it with your all. We believe in you. We love you, and can't wait to till we see you next time. Alex, is there anything you wanted to share or
Yeah,
say
no, just
before we?
please have a safe and happy holiday. And again,
Safe.
people mention whatever that means to you. Please take time for yourself as well, because I know it can be a little overwhelming at times. But yeah, we love you guys and thank you so much. Yeah, and just sending all of our love. So that's it for us.
Awesome. All right. Well, it's dinner time, so we're gonna call it. As always, hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening, rest of your week, rest of your year.